This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
Warring tribes of Southern Islands Province warned. Level 4 hospital project launched. And Fawcett secures 25-year lease agreement. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Jonathan Sibona. Thank you for joining us. During the ceasefire ceremony between two warring tribes at the Imbongo District Office in Southern Islands Province, Minister for Justice and Attorney General Pela Niningi warned individuals to stop bringing firearms into the province.
Minister for Justice, Attorney General and Member for Imbongo Pela Niningi strongly warned citizens, particularly Southern Islanders, against bringing firearms and other illegal weapons into the province. In his speech during the ceasefire ceremony in Walum, Minister Niningi urged politicians, businessmen and elites of Southern Islands to stop purchasing guns.
All Southern Islands elites must stop. You mean no one giving one gun, no one giving money to one gun.
He further stated that bringing guns into the province provokes tribal fights and conflicts in many communities.
But this problem will still be there when the leaders are not prepared. Or it's supposed to only learn this lesson, stuff go, think stuff yet, one the problem gun yet, Mila protect him now. You be a ban gun and this line is straight.
Meanwhile, Southern Islands Governor William Powie added that politicians, businessmen and elites are largely responsible for bringing guns into the province.
Southern Islands Governor and members of parliament, candidate come up member. People settlement of government, because settlement of company carrying gun come to place. We are killing each other. I said it in parliament. Now you come wasting time and bring gun to Heaven knows who's got gun now.
Governor Powie further emphasized that Southern Islands has been negatively affected by educated individuals who continue to introduce firearms into the communities.
This province is destroyed by educated people who are bringing guns.
Powie called on leaders and politicians to work together to restore peace in every community and to focus on the development of the province. Edward Luke, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
Fawcett has secured a 25-year lease agreement to manage Walindi Nature Center in Thalassia, West New Britain Province. The agreement was officiated recently in Walindi Plantation Resort.
The well-known marine and terrestrial research destination in West New Britain Province, Walindi Plantation Research Nature Center will receive a facelift under Fawcett. The facelift will not deter the cost of the facility to foster research, but will make sure the facility is renovated and kept for the users. Fawcett manager Cosmas Makamet highlighted their plans on the facility.
Since that it is 25 years, it is a lifetime for Fawcett and also a lifetime for our future generations in West New Britain and in PNG as well. Because our work is covering the whole of New Guinea Islands as well as in the mainland. So, Mr. Benjamin,
he says they have plans and some money to move the project as they look at moving their office into the facility and continue their operation in strengthening local communities through social and economical development that are environmental friendly.
We're not just going to come and make the change now. We need the funds to do all these changes. And I can tell you that in estimation, we need over 8 million kina to make this change. That money we don't have yet. We don't. But we have 10% of it. So we will start. But later, I assure you that we're going to find the rest of it and then we'll make the change. And if any one of our development partners wish to contribute, we will be very happy that you contribute to the development of this center.
While in the Plantation Resorts Director Shane Benjamin inked down the agreement and welcomed the partnership into the future.
Mi amastrulo display agreement yumi work long ama. So omi leasing display area again lo 25 years. Kolo faucet so all can work in community terrestrial programs long lo benefiting community.
He says this is for the people as he acknowledged the foundation of the resort. The nature center area of the resort has self-contained facilities that will be redeveloped and include more environmental friendly structure powered by solar energy.
So now mi come up in strong nature center where mi can concentrate lo educational program lo solwara na igat center lo side lo terrestrial.
Charlie Dumavi, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, the director of Walindi Plantation Resort clarified that despite the lease agreement for the nature center to be managed by Fawcett, the marine education and research programs under Mahonia Nadari will continue. He said the lease will also help improve marine research programs.
As a Pacific Island country, many marine species in Papua New Guinea waters are yet to be discovered, while others are at risk of extinction. With this in mind, Walindi Plantation Resort Director Shane Benjamin says they will continue to support Mahonia Nadari, an independent marine biology education and research organization based at the resort's nature center in Thalassia, West New Britain Province. He made these remarks following the recent signing of a 25-year lease agreement for the center to be managed by Fawcett, a non-government organization also operating in the area.
Program lo Mahonia Nadari be continue on. And main reason me working this agreement so Mahonia Nadari can get secure future belong M2. So now mi come up in strong nature center where mi can concentrate lo educational program lo solwara na igat center lo side lo terrestrial environmental protection.
He says the lease will allow Fawcett to move in and upgrade the facilities, which will also support the future of Mahonia Nadari, known as the Guardian of the Seas.
Area again lo 25 years. Kolo Fawcett so all can work in community terrestrial programs long lo benefiting community.
Fawcett manager Cosmas Makamet shared the same sentiment, stating that the facilities will be developed to further strengthen research and studies in partnership with key stakeholders like Mahonia Nadari.
This will be a training center. So we would like to go to a next level in which it may become like in collaboration with other institutions like universities and become a training center. So that we're looking ahead. If that happens, we'll let you know.
Charlie Mavi, National EMTV News.
As part of its community obligation, Iptara Construction Limited is spearheading the construction of a new road that is said to benefit more than 4,000 people in Ascom Council Wards 1 and 2 of the Nembi Plateau area in Nipa Kutubu, Southern Highlands Province.
Iptarep Construction Limited Managing Director Jonathan Werry said despite limited funding, the company is committed to giving back to its community.
But me at me, Mangilo, me at me place, house place, company blumi, and stablo, place that local company. So me at me like giving more people blumi, me looking more people blumi, I'm sleep back set low. This la road you can look is la mountain and also calling mountain and face mountain and stuff. Mountain and stuff goes in, 100 mountain people 4,000 plus population, all sleep back set low is la mountain.
This 5-kilometer road project is funded by former Managing Director of Kumul Consolidated Holdings Limited, Wapu Song, with a commitment of 30,000 kina. Mr. Werry said clearing and grubbing works has already commenced, reaching 1.4 kilometer of the 5-kilometer road. Noting that for many years the communities in that area were neglected For basic services, the managing director thanked Mr. Song for his support towards ASCOM Council Wards 1 and 2 and pledged to complete the road for the community's benefit.
Mila toktengi lo wabu song lo funding 30,000 kina. Mi osem local contract type tharo construction. Mi mangilo yet place yet so mi ligi mo sevolan blami sa thousands.
Meanwhile, ASCOM Ward 1 Councillor Iso Mepen thanked EMTV Construction Limited Managing Director Jonathan Werry for managing the limited funding to giving back to the communities.
We play got 4 primary staff, head post staff, 10 or 20 churches staff, all this lesson population and me talk finish here. So andablo this line, you bla look at me also, me sanablo here, me 14 trusses gone down, wearing tons. Mibla sa rasim trasis na, mibla la golo mendio 1.5. Mibla sa rasim trasis na, mibla sa go wearing trasis set long upset. Because lo have also mibla la karem sambla lam sa kisim si ko sambla something long half place lo mibla sa soldarim combat upset road puna so bandawe mibla no sa ritim house sick na one way yet sa lusim lab have. But now this time lucky through big man tatsima. What was song for ma MD big money me touch him straight now. You find him this la 30,000 project now. This la light come and said so on behalf of ASCOM 1, 2 people 4,000 me thank you. Secondly me thank you lo Jonathan Werry if Tarep contraction out of 24 council in Selo Nembi Plateau.
Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
Communities in ASCOM Council Wards 1 and 2 of the Nembi Plateau area in Nipa Kutubu are calling on Southern Highlands Governor William Powie to support the neglected road that runs through the 2 wards.
With the construction of a new 5-kilometer road linking ASCOM Council Wards 1 and 2 in the 100 Mountain area of Nembi Plateau, communities are now urging Governor Powie to provide funding support for the road's completion. EMTV Construction Limited, the company spearheading the 5-kilometer road project, says as part of its community obligation, it is assisting with improving road access despite limited funding.
Nubla kan looking mos nubla machine, nubla car, mino working, me just buy na lusim la house blomi, na mino working wala project, nubla kan looking machine, okay car stop lab, all work car stop, tubla machine, one bla UD, one bla UD, one bla fuel car photo stop, okay D3, M2 nubla escape da PC2 done, nubla escape da mimba. Donating lo 100 man line. So mino si one la funding lo one bla man one bla one me member one but me like car machine ma million kina coincelo campagne kan ta mo sa release ma tilakan car machine but me ose mo line lo mi.
The company's managing director Jonathan Werry said for many years, communities in that area were neglected, forcing school children and residents to walk along the bush tracks. However, with the newly cut road, a population of over 4,000 people is set to benefit from this vital service. Also noting the benefits the road will bring to the council wards, he further called on the Southern Highlands Governor to support his people with this much-needed service.
Me plus hours and time road goes in. Whenever people stop, okay, Governor, I'm original land by you. Why you say put him name tag 3 people? We have 3 people place to you now. People like him, you funding more. No, finish it 5-kilometer road.
Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break with more local stories. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab saja nah. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
stir fry for you and chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Start your journey with Telecom. Stay online, informed, and in control from departure to destination. Maintain your connections wherever you are. Introducing Wanted Travel eSIM, the all-in-one eSIM app available in over 150 countries. With instant activation, affordable no-contract data plans worldwide, high-speed internet, and multi-language support. Download Wanted Travel eSIM app on your App Store for iPhone and Play Store for Android devices. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
With Morning Plus, we're ready to go.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything alright?
Oh. Yes. Everything's alright. Alright with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
This Mother's Day, don't just give her a gift, give her a dream. Mother's Day 44,000 kina instant cash giveaway. United Finance is giving away 44,000 kina cash prize to celebrate the amazing moms in our life. Promotion ends on the 7th of May and winners will be drawn on the 8th of May. To enter, submit your personal loan applications now at any United Finance Limited branches. For more information, call 7444-7220 or 325-1290. Make her day special. Enter today. Happy Mother's Day.
Celebrate Mother's Day with your Mother's Day messages from the 5th to 11th May on EMTV. You get free still graphics production of your Mother's Day message, plus evening primetime placements on MTV. Contact MTV sales team on 312-9233 or email sales@mtv.com.pg.
You are watching National MTV News. The Yanguru Sausia district in East Sepik province has officially launched its Level 4 hospital project, marking a major milestone in healthcare development for the district.
Yanguru Associate District in East Sepik Province saw the launch of its Level 4 district hospital project today at the district. A delegation led by the Minister for Health, Elias Kapawore, and member for Yanguru Associate District and Minister for International Trade and Investment, Richard Maro, present at the district to witness the launch. This will be the biggest infrastructure project for Yanguru Associate District and will boost health service delivery across the district. Mimi Pio, National MTV News, Yanguru Station, Wiwek.
New Zealand has delivered humanitarian assistance to Papua New Guinea following the impact of Tropical Cyclone Myla on communities in Milne Bay and Bougainville.
The operation is focused on ensuring essential supplies reach communities most in need, with personnel from the New Zealand Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade and the New Zealand Defence Force working closely alongside Papua New Guinea authorities to support local response efforts. New Zealand's efforts have been coordinated under the leadership of Papua New Guinea National Disaster Centre and delivered in partnership with Australia, the United States, and non-government organizations, including the International Organization for Migration and Mission Aviation Fellowship. New Zealand High Commissioner to Papua New Guinea, Her Excellency Georgina Roberts, said the operation reflects New Zealand's enduring commitment to the Pacific region. She emphasized that as a Pacific nation, New Zealand shares a strong commitment to humanitarian assistance, disaster response and regional security. The coordinated effort reflects a commitment to supporting Papua New Guinea in responding to and recovering from Tropical Cyclone Myla and to delivering timely and effective humanitarian relief. New Zealand's assistance to Papua New Guinea's response to the cyclone is continuing this week, including the transportation of humanitarian supplies to Rabaul, Nicole Rema, National EMTV News.
Australia has stepped up humanitarian assistance to Papua New Guinea following the devastating impact of Tropical Cyclone Myla, delivering urgent relief supplies to affected communities in Milne Bay Province.
The Royal Australian Air Force has lifted essential food supplies to remote and severely affected areas where local food sources and supply chains have been heavily disrupted. The delivery is providing immediate relief to families as recovery operations continue on the ground. This support builds on Australia's early commitment of 3 million kina to strengthen Papua New Guinea's national disaster response efforts. Australia's High Commissioner travelled to Milne Bay on a Royal Australian Air Force aircraft, accompanied by Papua New Guinea Defence Force personnel, assisting in ongoing relief operations. He says Australia's focus remains on supporting the immediate response to Cyclone Myla and assisting affected communities during the crisis period. He also confirmed Australia will continue supporting recovery efforts, including rebuilding damaged roads and essential infrastructure. The High Commissioner joined Prime Minister James Marape in Alotau, where the Prime Minister has been visiting remote cyclone-affected communities to assess damage and coordinate response efforts. Australia's assistance is being delivered through government support and non-government organisation partnerships, providing clean water, hygiene kits and emergency shelter. Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
For this year, the National St. John Ambulance has continued visiting schools to deliver first aid training under a joint initiative with the Sir Brian Bell Foundation.
This initiative is rolled out to schools throughout the country with the purpose of equipping young people with essential first aid skills. The training includes disease prevention strategies, enabling students to respond effectively in life-threatening emergencies. Recently, the team visited Yarovari Agro-Technical School, providing training to 175 students. St. John also delivered training to schools in the National Capital District, including Kop Kop College, Tengay, St. Joseph International School, Port Moresby International School, Malolo International, and Marenville Secondary School, training a total of 700 students. The program was first implemented in 2018, and since then it has reached over 13,000 students across 7 provinces in the country. For 2026, they're aiming to expand into 8 additional provinces. Community Program Manager Joey Saulep remarked that this year the program has started on a positive note. She explained that provincial education advisors and stakeholders have welcomed the program and shown strong support. St. John also acknowledged the continuous engagement of Sir Brian Bell Foundation through this initiative, which makes it possible for trainers to conduct practical, age-appropriate first aid training. This strengthens the objective of fostering a culture of safety and emergency preparedness in schools and communities. Provinces featured under this year's program include the National Capital District, Central, East New Britain, Morobe, Simbu, Western Highlands, Medang, Eastern Highlands, East Sepik, Gulf, New Highland, Manus, West Sepik, Autonomous Region of Bougainville, and Milne Bay. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
Local cocoa farmers in Gloucester LLG in West New Britain Province are embracing training they continue to receive at village level to boost cocoa production.
The trainings facilitated by Fawcett under its social enterprise programs enable locals to grow cocoa, take care and process their harvest to meet market demand. Fawcett has rolled out various programs including cocoa cultivation techniques aimed at upskilling local farmers. This has seen farmers in Maneka village adopting the knowledge and putting it into practice. The programs include budding techniques, cloning, and methods to combat cocoa borer, which can damage locally grown cash crops. The impact of the programs are now evident on the ground, with farmers using the environmentally friendly methods to grow cocoa more efficiently, resulting in increased yields during harvest periods. The programs build on the existing efforts of farmers who have been producing cocoa beans for some time and relying on it as a source of income. A local farmer, Chris Mova, who builds his family home from cocoa earnings prior to receiving the faucet training, expressed appreciation for the skills gained.
Mibla planem cacao, igo mibla harvestim, mibla cookim, mibla wasalim, now mibla making this kind house, look house, so mibla making palang, kapan. This day I'm batting by him, Kakolimos, atuk mane. Okay, this day pimentary, blumibla, family pimentary. Now come up in this kind look, na life mibla stop.
He says they previously relied on trial and error, but now that they have undergone training, local farmers are better equipped to improve their livelihoods in the village. Similar training programs, including vanilla and copra production, are also being delivered by Fawcett under the social enterprise programs in parts of East New Britain Province, New Ireland, Morobe, and Medang provinces. Charlie Dumavi, National EMTV News.
President of the Autonomous Region of Bougainville officially launched Bougainville Wings Limited at Buka Airport today, marking an important milestone for Bougainville's aviation sector.
Bougainville Wings is a joint venture between the autonomous Bougainville government and Outback Aviation, with Bougainville holding a 70% majority share through the Bougainville Public Investment Corporation Limited. In his address, President Ismail Toro Ama highlighted that the aviation industry in Bougainville has long awaited progress and is now looking forward to this significant development. President Toro Ama reaffirmed his government's commitment, stating that under his leadership and through the Department of Commerce, Trade, Industry and Economic Development, the government is committed to ensuring Bougainville Wings is well established and properly managed to generate revenue for the autonomous Bougainville government. Bougainville Wings is expected to play a key role in supporting the Bougainville 2052 vision by improving connectivity across the region, particularly for remote and underserved communities such as Nisan, Buin, Torokina, and the atolls. Bougainville Wings successfully secured its certificate of airworthiness from CASA PNG on 20th December 2025. Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the Nest Fund market report. The kina closed lower at $0.2308 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.2233 US, 0.3090 Australian dollars, 0.1821 euro, and 35 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading lower, coffee closed lower, cocoa closed lower, palm oil closed unchanged, crude oil is trading lower, copper closed lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX 200 is trading higher, the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Announcing the Skill Rise School Competition 2026! With monthly prizes of GFI products, student project fees, and a major prize of 25,000 Kina building project funding, you can make a difference! Here's how you can enter. Just buy any 1 kg medium grain or soft and sweet Scout rice and give your child a drop into the entry box provided in selected schools to win! Terms and conditions apply. Skill Rise. And by you like it.
Ready for the world, so is your TISA Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
EMTV is proud to announce that we are now offering tower rental spaces on the tallest tower in NCD and Central Province. Our new 80 meters television broadcasting tower proudly boasts an improved structure durability. It is versatile and suitable for various communications and broadcasting needs. It has a high internal load capacity, supporting multiple antennas and technologies simultaneously. This is your opportunity to optimize your transmission signal for wider coverage and extended reach. For co-location information, call 7723-3484 or email engineering@mtv.com.pg. MTV, your number one to watch.
You are watching National MTV News. The two warring tribes of Mirupa and Wambea have agreed to lay down their weapons and sign a ceasefire agreement over the weekend.
The ceasefire agreement was signed in the presence of Southern Islands Governor William Powie, Minister for Justice and Attorney General Pilar Niningi, Deputy Police Commissioner Operations Samson Kua, District Court Magistrates, MRDC Managing Director Augustine Mano, and other prominent leaders and dignitaries of Kagwa Erabe. MRDC Managing Director Augustine Mano, in his speech, highlighted two key points challenging both tribes during the ceasefire ceremony.
Two plus something where time and loose, you better not sit back. One plus and midnight, number two, and time. It's not 2 plus something and one of the peace. Suppose you got peace, you must have more life on the side. Man die by not sitting back. No got peace, man by diet. Time. One year, one beginning of school. Evolution school and marijuana, but somebody else featured on and bar.
National Monitoring and Coordination Authority CEO David Werrer pledged his commitment to stand with both tribes throughout the peace negotiations.
My good people, we are committed. As long as whatever you sign today, you will honor him. Hey, we'll die with you. We are ready to stand by you. To make sure that beginning must come back to school. Today, we are beginning to go to school, but we must do it for the future.
Minister for Justice and Attorney General Pilar Niningi urged both tribes to forgive each other and move forward.
We like us to line. And
good play itula kam na milakin true itula mas kam na sigar na foki. Suppose you got nusi one man. Alright, em yara dem da pinis em lara dem da. Na em brother Blumina, you must accept in this land.
Minister Niningi also commended the elites and leaders of Kagwa Erabe for taking the initiative to unite both tribes and bring peace to the region. Meanwhile, Southern Islands Governor William Powi stated that the provincial government would restore district administration if both tribes commit to ongoing peace negotiations.
So here, we like to go. You blow, two blow, all land money, you go, and one day you blow, to get me higher peace. Let's agree that you blow signing this agreement, and you by restoring district administration, all by monitoring this agreement with you whether you mean business or you come Hussein and German here, and we will help to restore what has been destroyed.
Governor Powi called on peace negotiators and the provincial administration to work closely with both tribes to ensure the successful completion of the peace process. Edward Luke, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
Long neglected road project in Imbongu district are set for completion following a decisive directive from Imbongu MP and Minister for Justice and Attorney General Pela Niningi.
Acting on this directive, Chief Executive Officer Paul Kareme has moved swiftly to prioritize and revive critical roadworks that had stalled for years, signaling a renewed push for effective service delivery across the district. At the center of the administration's immediate agenda are three major road corridors. One of them is Liponomo to Peambil road upgrading. Mr. Kareme said the directive from Minister Niningi sends a clear message that unfinished projects and poor delivery. He stressed that restoring road connectivity would unlock access to health services, schools, markets and government support, particularly for remote communities. Local leaders have welcomed the move, describing it as a long overdue intervention that restores confidence in leadership and governance. Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
Karawagi District has become the first district this year to sign the District Community Development Center agreement with the Department of Community Development and Religion.
The agreement was signed in Port Moresby recently by Karawagi MP Francis Siune and Minister for Youth, Religion and Community Development, Jason Peter. The partnership paves the way for the establishment of a people-focused facility to deliver community development services at the district level. Minister Jason Peter congratulated the Karawagi District Development Authority and the local MP for forging the partnership. He said the agreement is a step forward in bringing services closer to the people, right down to the district and ward levels. Member for Karawagi District Francis Siune commended the minister and the department for the initiative, highlighting that it is a milestone achievement that will improve service delivery to the people.
It will serve the community well, and it will add value to our existing development that we are actually doing in the district.
Once established, the DCDC will serve communities across the district, including ward-level populations and vulnerable groups, through the department's empowerment and protection programs. Key programs to be delivered through the DCDC includes gender-based violence prevention and response, women's empowerment, informal economy and financial literacy initiatives, disability and elderly support, community learning, environmental programs, as well as youth and children's programs. Nicole Rema, National EMTV News.
Moving to overseas news, Anzac Day is a time to remember those who served, and this year residents of a town in the New South Wales Southern Tribal Lands are trying to identify a mystery digger so they can honor the soldiers' sacrifice.
Every Anzac Day in the small town of Araluen, the names etched into the war memorial are read aloud, along with one or two of those soldiers' stories.
I think we shouldn't remember people for their death, but for their life as well.
Jackie French and Judy Angeli are both part of the town's history group. They've been learning about the lives of these soldiers, but one man's story has got them stumped.
There is one name on the memorial, which is inscribed C. Gordon, about whom we can't find anything, and we would love to.
They've spent almost 2 years searching through military records, family histories and local newspapers.
I have been through all of the Braidwood Dispatch and the Goulburn Post for all of that time before World War I, before he would have enlisted, and I can't find him there anywhere.
The Araluen History Group has taken the search to social media, posting to Facebook, asking if anyone knows anything about C. Gordon and his connection to this small country town.
If the record searchers haven't been able to find it, what we're now at, please, is there any family member who knows a story? Is there anyone in the community who remembers someone talking about Gordon?
They do have one lead, a possible connection to another World War II soldier on the memorial, Charles Gordon Harrison. They also have a working theory.
In Araluen, there are at least 2 major families who drove cattle from this area up to Brisbane. He may have been one of the droving bosses who actually led the way.
But the mystery remains.
In 1930, someone in the valley, the loss of C. Gordon was important to them. So therefore, as part of the history group, I feel it's important to us to do everything we can to see what we can find out about him.
Anyone with information is being asked to reach out and help them finish the story.
Counter-terrorism police in the UK leading an investigation into a third attack on London's Jewish community in a week.
In less than a week, London's Jewish community has been targeted with 3 attempted arson attacks. The latest attack was on a synagogue in North London. It was an attempted firebombing, and while the fire didn't cause any significant damage or hurt anyone, it has stoked fear in London's Jewish community, especially because it came off the back of another attempted arson attack on a London synagogue on Wednesday, as well as a suspicious fire at a Jewish business on Friday, the discovery of suspicious packages near the Israeli embassy last week, and the firebombing of 4 ambulances operated by a Jewish charity last month. The UK's chief rabbi has called this a sustained campaign of violence against the Jewish community, and he says it's gathering momentum. And police agree that there is evidence of that. A pro-Iranian group called Movement of the Companions of the Right Hand of Islam has claimed responsibility for Sunday's attack, as well as several other attacks here in London, as well as in Belgium and the Netherlands. Police say they have increased their patrols of Jewish places of worship here in London, and that has worked to some degree because the synagogue attack on Sunday, the fire there, didn't take hold because a police patrol spotted a broken window and smoke coming out and were able to call the fire brigade in time. Even so, the Jewish community here remains on edge and they're worried about what might be next.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
From humble beginnings 30 years ago, Daytech is now the largest communications technology solutions and services provider in PNG. We have intensified our solution and service offering with sound business practices and a strong affiliation with some of the largest technology providers in the world. Daytech does not only strive towards supplying goods with total customer satisfaction, but we innovate and provide value-added services. Daytech, innovative solutions, valued services.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything alright?
Oh. Yes. Everything's alright. Alright with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Get twice the data with Telecom. Enjoy bonus double data from Thursday to Saturday on selected plans. You get twice the data at the same price. For instance, for 5 Kina, you get 6 gigabytes valid for 1 day. And that's more data for you to stream videos and play your online games. Drop into your nearest Telecom store or kiosk to top up and get your double data. Great value and PNG owned sure feels good.
High blood pressure was really getting to her.
Through a human story, a viewer can feel much closer to the issue.
Join us tonight on In Focus as we feature discussions on the Life in the Ward docu-series, which recounts the journey of the Paradise Private Hospital.
This is our way of putting back to the community and to the Papua New Guineans.
That's on tonight.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. The Papua New Guinea Indigenous team has capped off an outstanding campaign at the 2026 National Indigenous Cricket Championships with a series of prestigious awards at the official presentation night held yesterday in Australia.
The PNG Indigenous team was recognized among the best across the tournament, highlighting not only elite performance but also the values of sportsmanship, discipline and unity. Leading the honours, PNG was awarded the NICC Men's Spirit of Cricket Award for its integrity and sportsmanship throughout the championship. Individual excellence was also on display, with Michael Charlie earning the West Pact Player of the Round following a standout performance earlier in the tournament. PNG star batsman Tony Ura was the standout performer, claiming the NICC 2026 Men's Player of the Championship Award and earning a place in the NICC 2026 Men's Team of the Championships. On the women's side, PNG's Hannah Thomas, who played for the South Australia Indigenous team, was named in the NICC 2026 Women's Team of the Championships for a strong performance, alongside 11 other top players. Cricket PNG thanked Pacific All Sports and Cricket Australia for their continued support, noting the vital role in the development and success of PNG cricket on the international stage. Cricket PNG also congratulated all players, coaching staff and management for their dedication and commitment throughout the tournament. Nicole Rema, Trukai Sports.
The Port Moresby Corporate Volleyball Competition, designed to promote employee wellness, enhance teamwork and foster networking opportunities among various organizations in the city, has seen progress since it was started.
The corporate volleyball competition primarily intended for getting employees out of their offices to improve their health through physical activities and building strong team bonding. It also provides the opportunity for employees to meet and interact with other professionals from the other organizations. The competition has been evolving over the years, attracting interest from the participating teams to look forward to the event. It offers a chance to compete at a high level, especially with the introduction of various divisions. POM Corporate Volleyball Competition Secretary Gao Edea has highlighted the progress of the competition so far.
We have run this competition for the last 5 years, and the competition is really good and it's increasing. The teams, every year we have new teams coming in, so that's a good sign.
Charlie Dumavi, Chukai Sports.
Chukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chukai Sports.
Chicken kebab for dinner. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by an experienced team, you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
Announcing the Skill-Rise School Competition 2026! With monthly prizes of GFI products, student project fees, and a major prize of 25,000 cleanup building project funding, you can make a difference! Here's how you can enter. Just buy any 1 kg medium grain or soft and sweet Scout rice and give your child a drop into the entry box provided in selected schools to win. Terms and conditions apply. Scout Rice, and by you like it.
From humble beginnings 30 years ago, Daytech is now the largest communications technology solutions and services provider in PNG. We have intensified our solution and service offering with sound business practices and a strong affiliation with some of the largest technology providers in the world. Daytech does not only strive towards supplying goods with total customer satisfaction, but we innovate and provide value-added services. Daytech, innovative solutions, valued services.
Sport is one thing that can give kids direction and keep us out of troubles.
Sport is more than just a game. It's passion, it's pride, it's community. Every week we bring you highlights, the heat and the heart of the game.
Very special representing our country.
Big plays, big personalities and big moments. If it's making headlines and it's making history, it's on Sports Scene. Thursdays at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
You're watching Chukai Sports. The Port Moresby Soccer Association has 3 more weeks left before concluding the Round 1 games.
Port Moresby Soccer Association Competition Coordinator Peter Matthew has highlighted the high level of competitiveness among teams as the first round of the season proper nears conclusion. He gave a brief rundown of the games over the weekend, starting with the highlight of matches on Saturday.
Good Premier games been on. Long round 1, we had a double header in the Premier Division, which is our first game. City Strikers play Bismarck FC, where two team been draw 2-2, and then after that game we went on to play our main game, which is University up against Blue Cumuls, where Blue Cumuls came out winners, defeating University 4-0. Ground 1, ground 2 yesterday. The current champion Munkas FC were held to a 1-1 draw against PS Roots FC. So those were the games from Astea.
Matthew also gave an update for the matches scheduled yesterday with emphasis on the Premier teams playing to keep their standing in the round 1.
While for the women's division, or Narpla lower divisions, teams are doing quite well. Where plenty teams in run well or margin points, and you can look at most competition is a bit tough. So plenty of games end up with draws, while some win low narrow margin like 1-0 or 2-1 or this kind. So
Charlie Dumavi, Chukai Sports.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
Ready for the world, so is your TISA Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by an experienced team, you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
I am Nathan Nagikus. Join me on the 10th of May at Sir Hubert Murray Stadium for the Mother's Day Charity Music Festival. To support the cervical cancer unit at Port Moresby General Hospital. Please do come along, grab your tickets now at any phone house outlet. Let's celebrate Mother's Day together. Let's go!
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Money Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
With Money Plus, we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
The Money Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby partly sunny to cloudy afternoon with evening brief showers, and Popondetta cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. In the Momase region, Ley City, periods of heavy rain showers and thunderstorms, and Vanimo, periods of rain showers and thunderstorms, then cloudy. In the NGI region, Lorengau, cloudy with showers, rain and thunderstorms, easing by evening and tonight, and Buka, partly cloudy with few evening showers. And in the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, cloudy periods with heavy rain showers and possible thunderstorms, Mendi, Tari and Wabeg, cloudy with widespread evening showers, rain and possible thunderstorms.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Monday the 28th of April 2026. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.